to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and it's Guys versus Girls Night! Oh yeah, baby, and it's a very special edition. We've got Gen Z in the building. We've had them against millennials, and that was very interesting, but now we're gonna talk about dating and what it's like for them. We hear time and time again on this show that dating sucks, and I wanna know, is it sucky for Gen Z? And if it is, who's at fault? Is it the men or is it the women? Ooh, we gonna talk about it, but first, I need a drink in my hand, and Malachi, the other millennial in the building, has a drink for us. What is this?
This is the River Rhapsody, which is essentially a kiwi strawberry martini.
Ooh, kiwi strawberry martini. Are you gonna show me how to make this later?
Oh, of course.
Perfect, because first I gotta get to the couch, baby, because these people are ready to talk. And I heard a little bit about what they gotta say, so let's see how they sound off. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's get to know our Gen Z guests, shall we? They haven't been on the show before. We've got Madison in the building. Hey,
Hi.
girl. Next to you, we've got Colton.
How we doing?
And in Stripes, we've got Corinne Alvarez. And across from me, we've got Ron.
How y'all doing?
We doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but is dating all right for Gen Z? Is it as awful as all the other generations have claimed it to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It is pretty bad.
It's bad all around. Like, have y'all had any good experience dating?
It doesn't last long.
Oh, it's a fleeting feeling. Okay.
In very rare scenarios, because I'm engaged, so.
Okay, girl. So we're gonna find out how you got successful later.
Yes,
Let us know.
Okay, before you got engaged though, how was it before you met your mans?
It was rough. There was always a double standard, in my opinion. Like, I always saw that men looked at social media and they were like, oh, like, women have to be perfect. They have to look perfect, be perfect, whatever. Completely in shape, completely, you know, beautiful hair, beautiful makeup every single day. And then when women want men to be like providers and protectors for us, they act like we're asking for way too much.
All right, fellas. Fellas, she came out guns blazing. What do y'all have to say to that?
Guess it just depends on the dude. I guess I don't mind providing or protecting my lady at all. Just me though.
Okay, but what about to that first point she made where she feels like men expect women to be looking fabulous at all times?
I think that social media has definitely probably messed with our, I guess, reality of how
Expectation?
women should be, for sure.
Okay, so you do agree.
I agree, yeah, with her, yeah.
Oh, okay, Ron?
I'd say, yeah, social media portrays that, but personally, me, I could care less.
Okay.
Have the messy bun, have no makeup on. I like them in their most natural state because that's how God made you. So
Right.
Okay.
if I can't accept that, you know, what's the point of having the extra on?
Okay, and what about the notion that women expect you to be a provider and a protector?
Yeah, I have no issue being a provider. At the same time, though, I am still finishing up college. I'm a rising senior, so I graduate May 26th.
Okay,
So
so you're like, I don't
I'm
got it
not
yet.
in the position to do it yet.
Right.
But if she rock with me and she willing to hold it down for a year or two, then I got her.
All right, Corinne, we haven't heard from you. So what are your thoughts on the dating scene and what's causing it to be so poor?
Well, I completely agree with Madison. That's so true, the double standard, but that has everything to do with social media as well. I honestly think that when it comes to dating right now, what I've experienced, I feel like love bombing's really bad. And I mean, it does happen both ways, but for me, I've been love bombed many times, and it's just really unfair because then usually all the blame's put on whoever's not doing it, and that has become a problem.
Okay, so can you expound a little bit more on what your love bombing experience has been?
The love bombing is just like, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like when a guy will give you all that he can to prove himself worthy to you, to get together. And then at the end, like for me, a guy did that for me. And then at the end of it,
So
I
what was
started.
he doing? Was he like showing up with flowers? Was he just
Oh
texting
yeah,
you and calling on
dates,
the
texting, telling
doing
all
all
his
the right
friends.
things?
Oh yeah.
For
and
how
I was
long?
like, wow, this is crazy. It was a month or so. And I hadn't had that for a while. So I was like, that's insane. That's amazing. Then I finally started to have feelings for him, and he was like, whoa, chill. And it was like, oh, what? And I'm not the only, I feel like a lot of my friends, that's happened to them too. To be fair, I don't really have a fair perception because I am in a sorority and we're dealing with some questionable people. But I have dated someone outside of any of those organizations, and it's still the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
All right, how many of you have been love bombed?
Is it just me?
Yeah.
You've been love bombed?
Yeah, once.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, like, it can
Colton?
happen.
I don't think I've ever been loved. I've probably been more on like the sending end of it,
The
but
love
unintentionally though. It was just like a.
Well, how do you unintentionally send a grenade? I don't understand.
Send a grenade.
I mean, good intentions. Like I said, you start off, you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this girl, and then all of a sudden, maybe 2 weeks later, you're like, oh.
Like something took
Not
place.
Maybe
necessarily.
not. Like unintentionally though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not out here trying to like hurt anybody or anything like that. It's just sometimes it's just two different playing fields.
Just. Have you been love bombed?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Just me.
Just kidding.
No,
It's okay.
I have.
All right, well, we're gonna have to dive into a little bit more of the problems within the Gen Z dating scene. You stay right there. We'll be right back.
Dating is so hard, I don't understand it. What don't you understand? Okay, so you meet somebody and you go out on a date and you kiss. On the lips? Yes, on the lips. Okay, just checking. Okay, so now that you kissed, that means that you're together, right? No, not really. Okay, but you've gone on more dates and you keep kissing, so that means you're together. No, it just means that you're talking. Talking? Yeah, you're not dating, you're just talking. Okay, so what happens if we go out on a few more dates and we start liking each other? Now we're together. Nope, now you are catching feels. So we're not talking anymore, we're just catching feels. Pretty much. Okay, but after one of our dates, we made sexy time with each other. Nice. So after sex, now we're together. Nope. Now you are in a situationship. What is a situationship? It's like a non-exclusive romantic arrangement. I don't even know what the hell that means. It just means that you're both confused. Jesus Christ. Okay, so at what point am I in a relationship with somebody? Honestly, when you both just communicate how you feel about each other. Oh, that seems pretty easy and straightforward. Yes, but nobody does it.
But
Yep.
nobody does
does
it. We're talking about Gen Z dating. I've got Madison, Colton, Corinne, and Ron. All right. We've shared, a little bit of our grievances, but hearing that gentleman kind of lay out the trajectory of dating, do you agree with those steps?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do y'all ever communicate how you feel?
absolutely.
I like to.
I've learned how to. I used to not.
You used to not.
Yeah.
Corinne, why you
I'm
giggling?
sorry.
Why you
Because
giggling?
I think it's always like you want the guy to do it first because you're scared to do it first. That's just me personally. And then usually they don't because they like to be in what he just described. Is what I've noticed. They like being non-exclusive but exclusive in his room. So it's just like,
Fellas?
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Fellas?
You could just not provide that also. So for me, like if I'm having sex with someone, that's my girl. I'm not having sex with someone that's not my girl.
Okay.
But also, I'm right now where I am, I'm waiting until marriage. So
Okay, so you're celibate.
with me, I'm abstinent, yeah.
Okay.
So I say I would commute, like for me, if I have feelings for someone, I let them know, hey, I think you're beautiful. I like your personality. I want to pursue a relationship, but obviously you're not going to hop straight to that. Y'all go on dates and all that type of stuff, but I would want to be exclusively dating.
Okay, what exactly is exclusively dating?
So we not in a relationship, but I'm not going to go talk to nobody else. Me and her are dating, so we want
Okay,
That's
so
it.
what
That's
is
it.
this?
That's it. There it is.
I
So,
have to understand.
Okay, so I guess.
Exclusively dating versus exclusively in a relationship. What?
So like,
the
there one is like, I guess the full commitment. So like, I'm committed to this person, but it's like we don't know if we have the chemistry to go long term. So that dating phase is for you to figure that out.
How long is a dating phase?
That varies depending on the chemistry. I say for me, like the relationship I got out of the dating phase was like 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months, and then you became
Official.
an exclusive relationship.
Yeah.
I just feel like if
That
you
makes
like someone,
sense.
you like someone and you'll date them. If you don't like them, then you'll do that. You know what I'm not towards
That's
you,
fine.
but
But
I'm
how
saying
so?
like,
I indicated that I liked her. I indicated that I'm only going to talk to her
Well, then
unless
y'all
we
should
break things
date.
off.
They did.
We is,
You
but
said
I'm saying there's no
dating
title.
phase.
It's not. There's no title until
Would
we.
be like ask her
I'm
to
not.
be your
If I'm in a
girlfriend.
relationship with someone, I'm seeing
oh,
long
she's
term.
not your girlfriend.
Yeah, but we're dating.
Exclusively.
Well, wouldn't dating still be considered like whenever you ask them to be your girlfriend as well, though, right? Like, is
Yeah,
that,
I mean that's
dating.
perspective. I know that comes down to perspective. For
Yeah.
me, like dating is a person you go on dates with, and then that varies from person to person if you want that to be exclusive. For me, if I'm dating someone, I want that to be exclusive.
100%.
So.
100% you say.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yes, ma'am. 100%.
100% what?
That I'm with him.
Yeah,
I'm
he agrees.
exclusive. If
Yeah.
I'm an emotional dude, I guess. So it's like if I'm with somebody, I'm gonna like, do what I can do to make it
Okay,
work.
when you say I'm with someone, is this
Right.
exclusively dating or an exclusive relationship?
It does.
And is it different to you?
Maybe the topic hasn't even been discussed yet. So but for me, I'm still like an exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like it just goes without being said. And then once we get past that 2-3 month phase, then it gets into something more serious to where it's like, okay, now we're maybe start posting up on the Instagram together and doing this and doing that.
We will go from soft launch to hard launch.
Right. Well, it's
Okay,
like,
Corinne Madison, hearing that there's a difference between exclusively dating and an exclusive relationship, are y'all like, okay, I'm on board, or like, this is what's wrong with them?
That's what's wrong.
Yeah, that's what's wrong.
This is
I've
what's
never
wrong.
heard these
How?
phrases either.
how long for y'all?
so
How long for
complicated.
y'all though? Like if 2 to 3 months is not an adequate amount of time to like decide whether or not you want to be with somebody, like what is?
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, I started off as friends.
That. If
And
I'm
so
not
there was
dating
no-
Yeah,
you,
so if you
we're
are
friends.
friends and you
Yeah.
have
You
feelings,
hanging out.
then y'all are dating. Y'all are friends that have feelings, but y'all don't have a title yet.
If
That's
you're
what it
not,
is.
if we're not dating, we are friends. We're not exclusively dating. We are friends.
friends.
So you just
Yeah.
go straight from friends to like, this is my
Yes.
boyfriend?
Yes.
That's-
Is that
so
how
you know-
it
but
goes?
you-
Okay, so hold on. You only
Hold on,
date.
we're gonna lay out the women's perspective after the break. You stay right there. They're getting a little feisty. We need this. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Things are getting a little spicy here with my Gen Z panel. We've got guys versus girls. We've got Madison, Colton, Corinne, and Ron. All right, ladies. You seem to have an issue with the trajectory of getting to an exclusive relationship, as the men define it. What is the ideal timeline for y'all to get to an exclusive relationship?
Okay.
What would you prefer?
So personally for me, with my fiance and I, we were friends for about 3 years before we like went on our first date or whatever. And we didn't really have any like serious like dates or anything before he asked me to be his girlfriend. And I actually told him no the first time because I was like, oh, we would be doing long distance and that wasn't like
Ideal.
yeah. But he's really proved himself to me that he wanted to be committed in this
How did he
relationship.
prove himself to you?
He moved to Houston.
Oh my God.
If he wants to, he will.
He would.
Okay.
Oh no.
He did.
So Madison, I'm gonna have to go against you on this just to say that you're not always gonna turn a friend into a romantic partner, and I think that's what a lot of people deal with, right? Like, that is the ideal situation, right? Like to
100%.
have somebody that
Absolutely.
you've known for a long time, you know their character, the worst and the best of them, they know the same for you. That is the ideal.
Not
But that
everybody
is
that
not the
lucky.
reality, right? Like not everyone has that opportunity. So you are very lucky. You're very fortunate. Congratulations to you for finding that.
Thank you.
That man. Corinne, what is the ideal trajectory for you?
I mean, I know I've been like what they're talking about. I've seen that and I've experienced that. So that's why I think I'm like no, because it sucks and well, girls and guys, they have different, or men and women have different ways of going about things, and our feelings are all so different that things they do may not think that hurts our feelings. And so when they're talking about stuff like this, it's like not taking your feelings
Into
into
account.
accountability or into account, sorry.
I have a
And-
video just for that, actually.
Yeah,
Let's take a
yeah.
look.
I'm sorry, but Gen Z men are gonna die alone. I was texting this guy and I was telling him like music is one of the most important things to me. And so he asked me what my favorite song was and I sent it to him and he was like, oh, I didn't like it. I could barely get through the first minute. I had to turn it off. Thanks, you're blocked now. Like, y'all do not know how to speak to women. Why would you say that? And I know y'all's dads and y'all granddads were some dogs, but they knew how to speak to women. They knew how to talk to them. They were liars and cheaters, but clearly they knew what the they were doing because they had like 5 different families. Y'all need to do some consulting because y'all not getting bitches this way. I'm sorry.
That's insane.
She's right.
Well, is it the lack of good communication?
Yes, for sure. And I think that when you're talking about the timeline, since what I've been through, I think that the reason I say you're either friends or you're dating because no one likes that gray area. I mean, I guess y'all like it. I don't know,
No,
but
I don't like it, but you gotta go
sucks
through it. You
so
got
bad.
to.
Why, Colton? Why do you
You're
have to
not
go
going
through
through it. You're friends.
So like,
I'm just not. I mean, you gotta like start off as friends or start off as acquaintances, and then you're like, okay, like I'm physically attracted to this person, and let's see if we have like some sort of like chemistry. If we don't, later. If we do, then we can continue to hang out 2-3 months down the road. I mean, we never have to be friends during this. Like, we don't have to be friends. We're just hanging out, getting to know each other. And after 2-3 months, you're my girlfriend. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Are you dating anyone else during those 2 to 3 months?
Not. Me personally, no. I can't speak for everybody else, though. You know.
Okay.
But also, I've been like single for the last 2 years.
I think
I'm not seeing
context
nobody.
matters.
What, Ron?
Context matters. So like, if I meet this person at a mall or some public event, I don't know this person before. I just see that they're attractive, and I go talk to them, get their number. That doesn't make us friends. I just know that I'm attracted to this person, so I ask them out. That's where I say the dating phase. But if it's in a different case where you're already friends with someone, then yeah, then you can go straight to that. But if I don't know the person, it's my first time meeting them, there got to be that phase.
Okay. Fellas, what do you find is wrong with women in the dating scene?
Women want us to lie. We just saw that video where the dude told the truth and she got upset at him.
See, but then again, that's context.
No, it's not. He could have said it nicer, sure. But the point is he effectively communicated the truth and she blocked him. So it's hard for me as someone who does not try to lie in a relationship to get with someone, because then I'm gonna effectively communicate.
Y'all see how he said the truth? He didn't say, I'm not someone who doesn't lie. He said doesn't try to lie.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
That try word was key. All right, Colton, what about you?
I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with the women. I would say maybe they just got too many options. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just my opinion.
What
True.
options?
What do you mean they got too many options?
What are the options?
Tell me more.
Lots of dudes in their DMs be like, oh, like, what's up? Like, you try to hang out. Like, and then, like, you're also in her DMs, and it's like,
You have to compete.
she got 50 other guys in her DMs, and it's like, how are you supposed to stand out among the rest with a DM? And it's also like, if you don't be going outside like that, it's like, how am I supposed to run into this girl at the park, right? Not gonna happen. So I gotta send her a DM, no reply.
So to wrap this up, it's not a guys are in the wrong or women are in the wrong. It's just we don't know how to communicate.
Probably.
Usually.
And finding the person at the wrong spot, you know what I'm saying? If you're talking to someone that's at the club versus the library, it's probably gonna be different motives there. So I think location and where you find that person is important.
She's probably gonna be mad if you come talk to her in the library too, bro. So it's like,
Oh, not.
there's not a whole lot of
I don't
dubs
know.
out
I'm
there,
smooth,
bro.
bruh. I'm smooth.
What's
All you
wrong with
got-
being at both the club and
No, you gotta look at the book she reading, bro, and then just start a conversation off that. It's simple.
So no club
Cheers,
for you.
y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on. And
Cheers,
listen,
guys.
congrats on your engagement.
Thank
And
you.
y'all
Gotta hold
gonna find your
this. Oh my
person. I know
gosh.
you will.
Cheers.
All right, I'm heading behind the bar because me and Malachi gotta talk. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Now it's time for the Millennials. I'm behind the bar now with the beverage director at Taste. You know him, Malachi. And it's time to do what? Back that glass up! Yes, sir. All right, the cocktail was delicious, refreshing. What exactly was it called again?
It's called the River Rhapsody.
River Rhapsody.
Yes,
Say
yes.
that 3 times fast. I will not. Okay, what's in it?
Essentially, so I'm going to start with this Frio vodka. That's where it gets its name, the Frio River. I love this vodka. I infused it for 24 hours. with
You infused
strawberries.
it.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
After that, we'll add some lemon juice.
Nice. All right, you were
Citrus
listening. You were listening to this conversation,
I was.
Malachi. What are your thoughts on what Gen Z had to say?
You know, in life, and now I notice in relationships as well, communication is always
Baby, it's the detriment of
for
society.
everything, for
Yeah.
work, for everything, and it just sounds like they're not communicating well at all. And that was really my favorite part, just to listen to how the men and the women were completely
sides.
yeah, they were just completely opposite on something so simple as how do we confirm whether we're dating or not.
Yeah.
You know, it should be pretty easy to get to that,
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
That was intriguing.
Go ahead and shake it up. Listen, I will say by the end of it, I did understand the male trajectory, right? Like the dating to exclusive dating to then we're in an exclusive relationship. I get it. I get it now. It's the long-term exclusively dating, but I'm not going to commit to you thing that has me confused. And that it takes 2 to 3 months. Like, it should take 1 month. Like, what are we doing here? Like, do you like me? Yes or no? Check the box. Not the New Yorker in me coming out. I'm looking at Ashi. All right. Ooh, baby. And the garnish with the...
Fresh kiwi and strawberry garnish right on top.
I love it. Oh, look. They thirsty as hell. For some love. All right, so we're going to communicate a little better, y'all? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Try to step outside the house.
Step outside the house and ring the wedding bells. All right, listen. Cheers to you at home. Communicate. You don't got to be Gen Z to learn that one, all right? And maybe stay off social media just for it. All right, cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.